Hey everyone, welcome to Unravel. Thanks for joining me. We'll give people about 30 more seconds to see if anyone else hops on. Hello, welcome. In the meantime, if you want to go ahead and go down to your mat, we'll get started in just a few seconds. Let me start my timer. All right. Welcome everyone, welcome to Unravel. I'm Coach Danny. Let's go ahead and make our way down to our mats. We are going to start in a seated position, starting with some body circles just to warm up the body. I want you to think about this as a seated version of cat-cow. So for any of you that have done that in yoga, you know that when we arch the body forward or arch the back, we are breathing in and then exhaling, rounding out the back. Okay, so we're going to start leaning over the left knee, taking a deep breath in. And we're circling around to the right and then exhaling, rounding out the back, tucking in the chin. Deep breath in and exhale. Again, deep breath in and exhale. And we'll reverse direction, so we're going to lean over towards the right as we take a deep breath in and circle around to the left. Exhale. Deep breath in and exhale. One more time, deep breath in and exhale. Good, bring it back to center. Move the head side to side, working on a little cervical mobility here. And we'll bring the head back to center. I want you to tuck that chin in. Feel the stretch through the back of the neck into the head. And then slowly look back. So you're going to feel that stretch through the front of the neck here. Tuck that chin in. And look up. And tuck the chin in. And look up. And one more time. Excuse me, tuck the chin in. And look. Good, bring it back to center. All right, we are going to swing those feet behind us, coming onto hands and knees. We are going to take your right leg out to the side. So I'm gonna turn on an angle here so you can see me. So hands and knees, pull that belly button in. Take that right leg out to the side, flex that foot back. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Sit the hips back. You're gonna feel that stretch on the inside of the leg. All right, go ahead, come on up, back to center. We're going to tuck that leg in. We're going to go to the other side. So we're going to take my left leg out to the side, flex that foot back, and we'll sit the hips back, extend those arms out in front. Deep breath in and exhale. All right, bringing it back to center, hands and knees. We're going to swing those feet around to the front. And we're going to come onto our back. We're going to work on opening up the chest a bit today. So we're going to grab onto those knees, lay back, pull those knees in. We're going to let those knees fall to the side. So we are going to work on our arm sweeps for that torso rotation, and then we're going to get into a pretzel stretch and hold for a little bit. So Stacking those knees and hips, shoulders are stacked. That top arm's gonna reach forward. Thumb to the ground, you're gonna reach up and over, taking that arm to the opposite side. Hold here for a breath. Bring it back to center again. Thumb down on the floor, reach up and over. And exhale as you reach to the other side. Allow that shoulder to fall towards the floor. Good. And one more time. Bring that arm back over. Thumb on the floor. Deep breath in and exhale as you reach. Alright. Bring that arm back over. We're going to hug both knees back to center. This will just make it a little bit easier for us to get into our pretzel stretch. We're going to extend the right leg. And I'm going to pull my left leg over. Alright, so my left leg is across my body. I'm laying on my right shoulder. So my top arm, my left arm, is going to reach for my bottom foot. So I'm going to bend that bottom foot, reach for it. Other hand is on your knee, taking a deep breath in and exhaling, laying all the way back into that pretzel stretch. So lots of things going on here. You're going to feel the stretch in the low back, going into the glute, the hamstrings of that top leg. You'll feel the hip flexor, the quads being stretched on the bottom leg, and then the upper back and the pec of that back arm. I'm going to practice holding still here, allowing gravity to do the work for us. Take a few more breaths. Exhale. One more deep breath in. And exhale. Good. Alright, release that bottom foot and that top hand. Bring both knees back over. Give yourself a big hug. And we're going to rotate. We're going to drop those knees to the opposite side. So I'm going to turn around so that you can see me. Let those knees all fall down. So I'm stacking my hips, my knees, my shoulders. That top arm is going to reach forward, thumb on the ground. You're going to draw a big arch overhead, reaching up and over to the opposite side. Opening up that chest, again, countering that forward posture that we tend to have most of the day. Reach that arm back over, thumb to the floor. Reach up and over as you exhale. You might notice that one side is a little bit more mobile or less mobile than the other side. That's completely normal. My goal is to kind of identify those imbalances. One more time, reach up and over. So you identify those imbalances and then we work on them. So in your own time, you can stay a little bit longer in this stretch wherever you feel like you need it the most. All right, bring that arm back over. We're going to hug those knees back to center. I'm going to hug my right knee in. I'm going to extend my left leg. My right knee is going to pull across my body to the other side. And my top arm is going to reach for the bottom ankle. I'm going to grab my bottom ankle, take a deep breath in, and exhale, lay all the way back, reaching that right shoulder to the floor. So again, there's a lot going on here. Feeling that stretch through the low back on my right side into my right glute, hamstring. My left leg is feeling that in my hip flexor, my quad, the front of the leg, and of course in the right shoulder, the right pec. Again, just allow gravity to do the work for you. Really be intentional about your breaths, releasing tension as you exhale. letting go of all of your morning's worries, your concerns, your to-do list for the rest of the day. We are fully present with our body right now. Opening up, expanding at those joints. One more deep breath in. Slow exhale. All right, release that bottom foot. Bring that right leg to center. And extend both legs out. You're going to reach both arms up overhead. Give me a full body stretch. So reach those toes and arms overhead. And release. Relax. All right. We're going to sit up. And we are going to go into a figure 4 position. So I'm going to take my right ankle over my left knee and recreate this figure 4 position while keeping my torso upright. My left leg is going to move side to side. It just increasing the mobility through my hip joint. And taking your time, we are going to lay that left knee down. So the knee that is, the foot that is rocking back and forth on the floor, that leg we're going to lay onto the floor, and the top leg is going to follow. So we're coming into this double pigeon position. If this is a lot for you, go ahead and take that top leg to the front. If you want to keep those legs stacked, you absolutely can. So my knee is not quite to my ankle right now, and that's perfectly fine. The more that we sit in the stretch, my hip will loosen up. If you feel like you need to place like a cushion or maybe a blanket underneath this leg, please feel free to do so. Take a deep breath in, just allowing those legs to fall towards the floor. And if you feel ready, you can reach those hands to the floor, crawl them out in front of you. But I will remind you to please listen to your body and respect where your body's at today. If sitting upright is where you're at, that is perfectly fine. I'm still getting a really good stretch through my glutes and IT band on my top leg. But if you do want to add that extra element of holding forward, you are certainly welcome to. We're going to slowly walk back up. We'll untangle those legs, lengthen the legs out in front of you, shake them out. And we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So I'm going to take my left ankle over my right knee this time. It's sitting up tall, supporting myself with my hands. I'm going to rock that right leg back and forth, feeling that stretch through the left hip. Alright, whenever you feel ready, start to take that right knee to the floor. That left leg is going to follow. And again, if this is too much for you, feel free to take that left leg to the front, or if you'd like to keep your shins stacked. And again, maybe that knee is not quite to your bottom ankle yet, and that's okay. You can use a blanket or a cushion for support, but with a few breaths, just allowing yourself time and space, that knee will get a little bit closer to that ankle as your hip expands. Again, for some of you, the stretch be enough, and that's perfectly fine. If you feel ready and comfortable, you can feel free to take those hands to the floor, taking a deep breath in, exhaling as you walk those hands forward. And we'll hold for one more breath here. And exhale. Alright, slowly walk those hands back up. We'll untangle and fold those legs, take them out in front of you, and shake them out. Alright everyone, thank you so much for joining me for Unravel this morning. I'll be back in just a few minutes for Full Body Block, so you have me today. Again, I'm Coach Danny, and thank you for joining me. If you are not staying for our workout, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you soon.